Hello, all of you beautiful people. How are you doing today? I'm doing fabulous.
You haven't seen my other dog yet. Let me show you quickly.
There you go. This is Cyrus. Say hi. You've seen Lola in one of my other videos, and this is Cyrus. And now Lola's jealous. She wants to be picked up. Okay, so I know my next video was going to be to show you guys what my gym looks like. I recorded it and I tried to edit it, and then in the editing process I realized the music was playing in the background, so freaking YouTube is going to pee their pants, and I'm going to be infringing on some asshole's rights again or whatever, and they're going to block out my sound. So I'll have to redo that video, so I apologize for that. This video, however, is going to be a question that I'm going to try and answer for you guys, this time a little bit shorter than 16 minutes. The most common question I get from actually mostly females ask me this question is, how much weight should I lift? Okay, and I get the distinct feeling that people are literally expecting me to say to them, use 5 pounds or use 10 pounds. Okay, and people, that is like, it's impossible for me to determine how much weight you should lift. Okay, because every single person has a different strength in their body. If you've never trained before, depending on what you do, a person that sits in front of a computer all day long typing is not going to have any biceps, is not going to have any muscles. You know, if you tell her, okay, lift 5 pounds, she'll most probably struggle lifting the 5 pounds. Whereas a lady who does massages, for instance, now they usually have quite strong shoulders and quite strong arms. They have to have that, and because of the movements of massaging people all day long, they'll have stronger muscles. So if I give her the 5 pound, and if I say 5 pounds to her, she's going to be lifting the 5 pound dumbbell, and it's going to really be nothing to her. Okay, so every single person is going to be completely different. I can't tell you, okay, you have to use 5 pounds. Plus, not only that, if every single body part of yours has a different strength than another body part. Okay, so if I tell you to do curls with 5 pounds, say I take a lucky guess, okay, and 5 pounds works for you when you do your bicep curls, then that's not necessarily going to be the same as when you try and do like a one-arm dumbbell row. Okay, doing 5 pounds, if you can curl 5 pounds and I tell you to do 5 pounds with a one-arm dumbbell row, that would be the stupidest thing on the face of the earth. Because if you your bicep is a weaker muscle than actually doing a dumbbell row, because you're using more muscles, you're using back muscles and you're using your arms and everything, so you have a combination of muscles that you put together, so 5 pounds is going to be too light. So for this demonstration, let's just choose one exercise to prove the point. Okay, so I just spoke to Johanna on the phone, and I asked me what video I was making, and I told him, he said, tell the chicks this: if they do not have brick marks in their panties, or their hemorrhoids popping, or blood squirting out of their eyes, the weight's not enough. I'm not going to tell you that. You're not strong enough for that yet. But once you get there, yes, that's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, so here's the thing. If you use two different people, okay, now I know what my strength are. I know, I mean, from all the programs I've done and from all the weights and the different types of reps, I know what my body can do and what it can't do. That is literally, experience is the only thing that's going to teach you what your muscles are able to do. When I started, let me tell you this quickly. I was built pear-shaped. My shoulders were my weakest point, okay? I hated shoulder exercises. I loved doing leg exercises because my legs were strong and it was all impressive. You know, I could go in there and I could do my leg presses and it was all funky, hunky, fabulous or whatever. But then the moment I had to do shoulder exercises, it was hell because my shoulders were so weak. I'm pretty sure I could not do a shoulder press hardly with a 5 pound dumbbell when I started out. Every single time you do a different program. Okay, the first 2 weeks of doing that program, you're going to basically use to adjust, keep on adjusting your weights in the first 2 weeks. If you don't know what your weights are, it's going to take you 2 weeks to really establish the weights that you should be using. So how do you determine what is the right weight for you to lift in a certain exercise? Let's use bicep curls for now, okay? So if I said to you, okay, honey, I want you to do 6 reps of bicep curls. So now you're going to go, you have no idea what your strength is. You've never trained before. You don't know how much weight you can lift. So you're going to start with a light weight. So you grab your 5 pounds and you start doing 6 reps, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. People, if you can do 2 more reps than the amount of reps that you should be doing, the weight is not heavy enough for you, okay? So if the 5 pound doesn't work, that was a warm-up. I mean, if you're sitting there, and this pisses me off in the gym when the personal trainer trains somebody and she says, and you know, my goldfish died, they drowned the other day, and then I had to flush him down the toilet, and you know, he didn't fit down the damn hole because he was too big, so I had to dig him out and pull him out with one of my barbecue forks because I had to chop him off so he could actually go down the toilet. People, if you can talk a bunch of bullshit while you're training, okay, you're not training. You're sitting there and you're speaking to a psychologist. When you go to a gym, you have to decide, do I want to change my body or do I want a psychiatrist? Because if you want a psychiatrist, you can do something much more fun. Go to a friggin' nail salon or go to a beauty salon, beauty parlor, and get a massage and get your nails done, and you can talk all kinds of shit to that lady. If you're in the gym and you can't even, you know, if you can tell somebody a story while you're training, people, you're wasting your bloody time, okay? So don't be doing that. First of all, the first thing you do when you do an exercise is you think about, and if you don't know what it is, you ask your personal trainer, what muscle am I training, okay? So when I do curls, I know that I'm training my bicep, okay? So what's going on in my mind? I'm thinking, I'm training my bicep, so I'm focusing on my bicep. I'm feeling my bicep. I swear somebody doesn't want me to make this video. The first one I make, my damn battery dies. I've got 4 batteries. Got them all charged, and I go back and get another battery, switch them over, put the other one in, and then that battery that I've charged before is now dead, okay? So if you're sitting there wanting your personal trainer to listen to your life sad story, okay, there's a cheaper way of doing it. You go to a salon, you get your nails done, and you get a massage, and then you can tell her all about your sad life, okay? If you go to train, you got to train hard, and you got to think about what you're doing and think about the muscle group that you're training. So if you're training your bicep, okay, you think about your bicep in your head. See the picture of your bicep in your head. There's a muscle. You don't have to know the name of the damn thing. It's not your job. Just, it's your arm, okay? You're going to train this muscle. You got to breathe through it, and you got to think about what you're doing, okay? So there you go. You're going. Now let's get back to the formula, shall we? If I tell you that you should be doing 6 reps, okay? If you can, if your 5 pounds that you started out with, you can do 6 reps, but you can still do 2 more, that weight's not enough, okay? Now, if you take the 10 pounds and you get to 6 reps and you're like, okay, I can do 7, but oh my God, if I do the 7, I'm not going to be able to do another set. You're closer to the kind of weight you should be doing, okay? So if you could do, now remember you have 3 sets, okay? So the weight also in your first set shouldn't be so heavy that your arm is pooped after your first set, so you can't get anything out with your second and your third set. I can do 6 reps with a 25 pound and I struggle, okay? I can do barely 3 sets of 6 reps. I mean, when I get to the third one, I cheat. I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So that's me. Now I've got a 20 pound here. So for a person, now if you've tried the 5 pounds and you got to 8 reps, then you know, okay, your 5 pounds is too light. Then you're going to take your 10 pounds. Then you're going to try again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can feel, okay, it's 6, or if you can do 8, no problem, then you know, okay, 10 pounds is not enough either. Then you're going to go 1 up, okay. Then when you're at 15 pounds and you go, oh shoot, I can't quite do 6, I can only get to 5, okay? That's fine. Don't take the 10 pounds if you can do 15 pounds, okay? Rest a little bit longer, do your next set. If you could just get 5 out the next time, that's perfectly fine, and 5 out the next time, that's perfectly fine. That 15 pounds, which you just got 5 reps out of, okay? You're going to use the next week, you're going to start your first set with that 15 pounds, okay? If you can, yet again, you just barely make it to 5, okay? Try your second set and see what you can do. If you can do only 5 again, that's perfectly fine. Then maybe you can use your 10 pounds and see how many you can do, because by that time your arm is tired. So chances are if you take your 10 pounds, you'll be able to do, you know, your 6 or 7 reps or whatever. But people, here is the secret to this. If you can do a certain weight, okay, you never go back to a lower weight after that. Because your muscles will not grow if you use a weight that's comfortable. If you listen to all these doctors that say, oh, you know, go and do some exercise or whatever, but just make sure it's comfortable. People, comfortable is going to get you freaking nowhere. Comfortable gets you fat. That's what comfortable gets you. If you want to lean out, if you want to get muscle definition, if you want to look good, be healthy and be strong, you always aim. This is your aim. Every single exercise you do, you either go for higher weights or higher reps in a set. Every single exercise you do for the rest of your life, even if you can't. I mean, if you're maxed out and you've trained for 7 years, okay, you're pretty much set. Chances are, if your maximum something you could have lifted was 20 pounds after 7 years, chances are, unless you go on steroids or whatever you want to do, that's going to be your maximum weight, okay? But you're not there yet. So every single time, you're going to make up a little paper, and in this paper, you're going to write this. You're going to say, if in doubt, add weight. Okay, and you're going to put that on your fridge, because that is going to be your aim for the next 2 weeks with your exercises. Every single exercise you do, you're going to aim for an extra rep, and you're going to aim for extra weight. Now, let me tell you something. Let's go back to, now you've done 15 pounds, okay? You can do 3 sets of 5 reps with your 15 pounds. Don't you dare take that 10-pound dumbbell ever again in your hand, because I swear to God, I'll clobber your ass. I'll kick your ass straight down the curb, okay? You're going to stick to that 15 pounds, and you're going to keep on lifting that 15 pounds until you can do 6 reps. Now, okay, if you after 3 weeks still can't do 6 reps, all the shit's in your head, okay? Because every single time you lift a heavier weight, your muscle fibers tear and they grow stronger, okay? They heal and they grow stronger. So if this week you could only do 3 sets of 5 reps, I guarantee you, okay, my grandmother's false teeth, by next week, you will be able to do 6 reps with your 15 pounds, okay? Then, even if you can only do 6 reps, next week with the first set, that's fine. The week after that, you're going to do 6 reps in your first set, and you're going to do 6 reps in your second set, and chances are you're going to poop out 6 reps with your third set, okay? Then the week after that, what's going to happen if you can do 6 reps? If I had an audience, I would have said, what happens now, okay? And some person who's smart enough will stick their hand up and say to me, then you add weight. Exactly what I mean. Now, jumping from 15 to 20 pounds or from 10 to 15 pounds is a very big jump, okay? So if you can do 6 reps, 6 reps, 6 reps 3 times with your 15 pounds, the week after that, you're going to go to 20 pounds. Now, that's a big jump, okay? So chances are you might not be able to lift the 20 pounds 6 times, okay? And it might even take 2 weeks for you to get there. But the main thing is that you guys need to know is you have to always go up with a rep or a set. If you do exactly the same thing this week than you did last week, don't even send me your papers, okay? Because I'll be jumping down your throat. That's crap, okay? You're not the same strength this week as that week. You have to get stronger every single week. If you're not getting stronger, you're not eating enough protein. So don't come and tell me you're stuck, okay? Now, once you do a full body training and you've gone your route and you've trained for 6 months and there's one body part that's lagging and you're telling me, okay, you know, I can't get up with my weights, I can't go up, then that's fine, I'll believe it. But in the beginning of your training or when you do a program or whatever, and you're telling me that every single body part that you're training, you can't do more than the week before, and you just sit there in the same stupid way and the same amount of reps, that's bullshit. That means you don't want to train, okay? So, yet again, if you get to 15 pounds and you can do 15 pounds and you can lift it 6 times, three sets of lifting it 6 times, you're going to go jump to 20 pounds, okay? When you get to 20 pounds, if you do not make it to 6 pounds, that's perfectly fine. You can do one of 2 things in that case, okay? Either you can stick to the 20 pounds and maybe just lift the weight 4 times, okay? Perfectly fine. If you cannot lift it twice, then yeah, the weight might be a little too heavy, okay? And then you go back to the 15 pounds. However, if you can lift it more than 2 times, but you can't quite make it to 6, 20 pounds is perfectly fine. So over the next couple of weeks, okay, you're going to spend, okay, you know, I can lift the 20 pounds. I can lift it. I might not be able to lift it 6 times, but I can lift it, okay? So over the next couple of weeks, you are going to train each week with that same weight, the 20 pounds, to lift it 1 extra rep, 1 extra rep. So if you're in your first set and you could only do 5 the previous week, next week you're going to aim for 6. Sometimes you're going to get it, sometimes you're not. But you're going to aim for 6 reps. Then your second set is going to come around and you're going to aim for 6 reps again. And you're going to keep on aiming for 6 reps until you get to 6 reps. And every single time when you can do 3 sets of 6 reps with that weight, what does that mean? Your weight goes up. And you're going to do that with every single body part that you train, okay? It doesn't matter if it's your back or your legs or your nostrils, I don't care. Your aim is always to go up with your weight, because the only way you get stronger is if you aim every week to get stronger, okay? If I take a 5-pound dumbbell and for the next 20 years, I just go and do 6 reps with my 5-pound dumbbell, where the hell do you think I'm going to end up? Absolutely nowhere, okay? So I hope I clarified this for you guys. Always aim higher, always aim stronger, and always aim for more reps, okay? That is how you determine your weights. In the beginning, it's hard because it takes about 2 weeks to establish. Now, in the first 2 weeks that you train, once you get a weight that you go, okay, I could do 6, okay, you're not going to start with it. Say you say this, like in the first 2 weeks, okay, I can comfortably do, 5 pounds, but I can also do 10 pounds. Your starting weight the next week is going to be the heaviest weight that you could lift this week, okay? And once you're on a weight, you never go down again. Once you can lift 10 pounds, don't you ever go back to 5 pounds ever again, okay? That's my preaching for today. I hope this makes sense, and I hope it made it clear for you, and I hope that it answers your questions. If not, ask the questions down below. That's what I'm here for. You ask questions, I make videos. You ask no questions, I assume you're smart as hell and you don't need any more information from me, so you don't get any videos. I would suggest you go down yonder and you ask me questions. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. It's sunny outside and it was kind of raining, so I'm going to go sit my butt out in the sun and get some sun, some vitamin D. Have a great day, guys. Keep well. Bye-bye.